Welcome everybody to the Getting Major and Toshiniberg podcast. This is season 1, episode 4. Hi, my name is Toshiniberg, yours truly, and I am one of the co-hosts, the many co-hosts we have today. And today we've got, please introduce yourselves.
What's going on, everybody? Big T, Thomas Nelson. We got the new mic in the studio today. We're feeling good. Who else we got?
Good, yeah.
Yo, this is Rudy, and this is my first time getting major.
Hey.
Yeah, I think this is his first appearance, but this is not my first appearance. This is Big Jimmy Long John, Jam CS.
James B. Long.
Tommy
B.
James
Long.
B. Long. Ooh, what
Tommy
happened
B.
to Tommy
Long.
B. Long? Wasn't that the B. Long thing?
Yeah, that was B Long from last
I still be
episode.
here and I still be long. But my mom actually does refer to James as Jimmy kind of often, and I always tell her to stop calling him Jimmy.
Jimmy B. Long. Oh, Jimmy.
I love that. I'll call you Jim from now on.
All right, Jimmy.
Good.
As long as it's not Jimbo, it's fine with me, man.
All right.
Why not Jimbo?
We got Toshi joining us via... He's not in the building, but he's joining us via audio recording.
Yeah.
300
through
miles
Skype.
away.
373 miles away, and this man is flying out tomorrow in how many hours, Toshi?
9 hours, I'd say.
9 hours back to Tokyo.
He's actually
Yes.
recording straight from my bed.
Yeah, straight from
Pretty
Tom's bed
much,
in
yeah.
Northridge.
It's
1-5.
1:30 a.m. in Tom's bed.
Yep.
It's the warmest bed I know. So
Hey, that's facts, though.
it's actually really fucking comfortable.
Oh,
I think I
that's-
have a unanimous agreement that my bed is probably the most comfortable bed that anybody's ever laid upon.
Oh, big facts. I would say mine's probably second, but Tom's big facts. You got
Like usually everyone's
Memory
like
foam's
everyone's like my bed's the best,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
people usually say my bed is pretty impressive.
Oh, it's impressive for sure.
It's definitely impressive, and the size and everything. It's it's got it all.
It's got girth.
You got the fucking working like pipes and shit. Like
It's got
I
pipes.
Don't even know.
It legit's got pipes.
It got pipes, it got girth. That's all you need. Feel safe. Close your eyes, get a little snooze.
Toshi feeling safe in there.
I do feel safe. It's almost as if Tom is here, like, just like hugging me from behind.
Embracing you? You're being embraced, Toshi. Close your eyes, next thing you know, you're just getting whispered to.
Closing my eyes and I'm just whispering, Thomas Nelson.
A Brandon Manuel diss track coming soon though.
Oh,
Dude,
there's a
for
bunch of
real,
diss
though.
tracks
No,
coming soon.
not
You
for
better
real.
watch out.
But there's also that Thomas Nelson diss track coming out. I mean, I'm peeping it. Don't worry, we got some Toshiki Glenn diss track coming. It's all out of love, but we going to war soon.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe.
No one's safe.
I mean, we might even fuck around and make a Jay Holly diss track.
Oh.
Come inside.
You
Jay
bet.
Holiday.
If anybody comes to my neck, you better watch out.
All right. So in this episode, this is kind of the end of the journey where Toshi's going back home,
That's right.
closes big chapter.
It's Christmas
We
time.
lived together for like maybe four total years.
That's right. 4 years.
And over the
4.5
time-
years in California, basically.
Over that time, James and Toshi have became lovers. Rudy and Toshi have became good friends. So it's all kind of like a family situation going on here. So we just wanted to like maybe reflect on our time because we've had a lot of ridiculous moments.
A lot, yeah.
Too many to count.
Too many to
Really.
count, and it's going to be hard to think of on spot, but I'm sure we can talk about.
We could talk about
A good
couple,
amount.
Yeah, at least.
We can talk about it from the very beginning, the very start, right? Wouldn't you say?
Start of you and James.
When you first
my
met
God.
Mr. James
When I
Holland.
first met Toshi.
Okay, pre-story, so I know Toshi obviously from the dorms and shit. And then second year
That's
of
right.
college, I moved into an apartment complex with Toshi
With
and
me and two other people.
two other people who are not known to the podcast. But James
Casper's
then
known, though.
Casper's
Casper
lightweight
made a
now
guest
from the
appearance.
episode 2.
Who's the fourth?
Oscar.
Oscar hasn't made an appearance
So
yet.
basically, James met Toshi in my second year of college, which is that's like 2015. So we're damn near 4 years ago by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, 2015. That's right. So just a little backstory. Like the day I met James,
James.
I was home. James. But anyways, I was home and I was doing this big animation contest called the 24-hour animation contest. So I was really tired. I was already up for like 30 hours and I finally get home. It's like maybe 3 p.m. and I'm just like, oh man, I'm finally home. I'm sleepy. I want to go to sleep, right? So then I crawl into bed and no one's home and I'm like, oh man, this feels nice. But then I just start thinking and I'm like, no one's home right now and I could probably get a little, quick little jerk in. I'm already tired.
Yeah, just rub one out before you sleep.
Just rub one
It's
out,
classic.
and I
Classic
can-
move.
All that
I can get,
stress,
like, a
let
better
it go.
sleep,
Quick
you know
little
what I
jerk
mean?
me.
Right.
Yeah, just it's the classic fap and nap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
And you've been up for like over 24 hours at this point.
over 24 hours, I'm beyond tired.
Right.
Like I could have just snoozed on the spot, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna jerk it first though,
I mean, that means you also haven't been able to jerk it in over 24 hours.
which is very long.
Under major stress, getting this project
Because
done.
I usually like jerk every 4 hours, so that's like I'm already missing out on
Like at least
six.
6 times.
You had some ground to make up, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like I wake up in my sleep to do that.
Okay. Tell
You-
the story.
I really
Yeah.
need
Tell the
to
story,
stop.
buddy.
But anyways, so I'm jerking, right? And I'm feeling good, and I'm like, I'm watching a couple videos. I have a couple tabs open, whatever. And I have one earphone out. That's the classic method, just so you can kind of hear
Hear
what's going on.
You're not trying to get caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to fucking like blast 2 earphones. You know what I mean?
Some
So-
straight Jared shit.
You gotta know what's going on.
Papa?
Yes, Papa.
So I'm jerking and jerking. And then
Keep
I
going.
hear the door unlock. And luckily for me, like, my room at the time was actually quite far from, like, the front door. So I had time to, like, cover up. And I heard the door unlock. And I knew James and Robert was going to be there that day.
Big Rob.
And, yeah, Rob. So I knew they were going to be there. So I was ready to meet them. But at the same time, I thought I'd be asleep. So I was just like, I'll probably meet them tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, James steps into my room with Casper, and then I'm just like, very rushed. Like laptop closed, looks weird. I'm probably just like lying down, no blanket, not asleep though. and I'm just like, oh hey, what's up, man? Yeah, nice to meet you. And then like I shake James's hand. But at that moment, I did not have any time to go wash my hands. So there was some dick juice in mine.
So you were straight
Oh my-
jerking it, and then within like maybe 30 or 40 seconds after you stopped jerking it, you shook James's hand and introduced yourself for the very first time.
And that was the beginning of our journey. Yeah.
And
Our relationship.
Let the record show that Toshi didn't tell James this until maybe like 4 months ago.
I've known him for like
And he's known him for about 4 years.
4 years.
But some things, it just takes time to reveal, Like,
I
I
agree.
couldn't have just told you that the next day.
Yo, I was just jerking it. Hi.
You first met James and you just handed off some dick cheese.
I mean,
What-
if
what
that's
is-
not
If
the
that's not brotherhood,
yeah, if that's not if that's not today's brotherhood, we don't need to be slicing each other's hands, being blood brothers. This is even closer.
fuck a blood brother.
Fuck a blood brother.
Cream
Let me
brothers.
go ahead and be some cream brothers. Let me go ahead and be with you throughout life. You're gonna share with me your
It's a-
children.
It's an unbreakable bond, no doubt.
Without a doubt. I mean,
What-
we're still friends today.
we're lovers.
Call our friends good friends.
Even after telling the story, it's still all laughs. It's still hilarious.
Right, it's still all laughs. That's the thing.
James, what was your initial reaction? Because
What
right
was your
now
first impression
you
of-
seem fine with it.
Oh, my first
Oh.
my first impression meeting Toshi was
Or,
just like,
or your first reaction to the juice.
oh, okay, well,
Okay,
let-
just say that
like,
briefly and then say, like, we'll go back to the story.
okay, like my
First impression to telling you that.
My first impression to Toshi telling me this 4 months ago, honestly, I was at a loss of words.
Understandable.
Okay, you literally, like, okay, you guys told me this when, over Fortnite, actually. We were just talking on Fortnite, and I was just in my room, chilling, you know. All right, where do we drop? Next thing you know, I know that my hand's contaminated from 4 years ago. And it's just like, you know, I look at my hand.
We dropping Dick Cheese Castle on there.
We're dropping Dick Cheese Castle. And honestly, that's probably why I'm so good at Fortnite. Toshi's blessed me.
Oh,
Take it to the Cheesecake Factory, bro.
Give me the Cheesecake Factory Primo Special. But the thing is, like,
that's a noble perspective that you took from that, James.
Okay, well, Toshi's me lord.
Okay, you're right. We have been watching a lot of GOT, y'all.
Game of Thrones, he's me lord.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Toshi's the squire, James is the lord. Toshi's all-time squire, though. He called it.
Toshi's all-time squire. I am me lord, but I have respect for my squires, so I also call him me lord. It's kind of a respectful kind of nature.
That's like very progressive in the Game of Thrones world.
Yeah. The thing is, it's kind of like secretive. Like,
very
okay,
progressive.
If you guys don't know this, spoilers later on in the seasons, there is.
Shit.
Tommy, close
you better not say shit.
Tommy, close your ears.
Close your ears right now, bro.
Tommy, close your
Are
ears.
you being serious? Because I will.
No, I'm being serious.
That means I can't ever listen to this again.
No, just close your ears. Just
for
skip this. This is exactly like the relationship between Marjorie's brother and that other guy, the other king.
The gay boys.
You better hurry up this fucking spoiler so I can unplug my ears.
No, but he knows Stannis and the gay brother, that Marjorie's brother. Okay, then if he knows that, you don't have to close your. Okay, the Marjorie's brother and Stannis.
Who's Marjorie?
Marjorie's the really beautiful girl that
Beautiful girl.
Girl with the crooked smile.
She married like the gay guy.
She married the gay guy knowing that he was gay. Yeah, she's cute as fuck. Me and Toshi is like that gay couple.
Which one are you?
Oh, I'm definitely Stannis.
And which one is Tosh?
Toshi's Marjorie's brother.
Yeah, Renly got killed. Renly got killed.
Yeah, unfortunate.
But Renly is the wife of the beautiful girl.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm Loras Tyrell and you're Stannis Baratheon?
You're Renly. One of you is Renly, not Stannis.
Renly.
Whichever one.
That's not a spoiler. I actually know that part.
That's our relationship, though. That's our relationship.
One of them is the gay boy, and one of them is Renly, who got murked.
Okay.
All right, so let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah,
so
let's get away from Game of Thrones.
So this is a throwback kind of night. So let's just throw it all the way back to that first day that James and Toshi met. So all that dick in the hand is out the window. You didn't know this at the time, right?
I didn't. No.
So do you remember your first impression of Toshi?
Yeah. He was honestly.
And Robert was there, which we can touch down on.
Okay.
Or not.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember what happened. What really happened with Robert. So like when
just
I
like
met
your opinion of Toshi and like how that first day / night went.
I thought Toshi was super dope. Honestly, like I love Toshi.
Really?
I was just like, okay, dude, Toshi's fucking sick. Like your
Because
roommates
like James
are dope
didn't know
as fuck.
anybody. James only knows me.
Yeah.
And like at this point, I'm probably telling him like, dude, my roommates are like super easy. Mm-hmm. I get it. People are always like kind of nervous to meet new people. Like it's nervous.
I mean, understandable.
But then whenever people want to meet my roommates, like I always tell them like, dude, whatever you think it's gonna be, like it's so chill.
I
like,
know.
It's like whatever you think it would be like to meet somebody, it's like they're gonna be fucking chill.
Right.
Which is like unique. Like I would say not a lot of people can say that, but my situation was definitely like that. So you meet Toshi and like James and Toshi hit it off. I mean, they eventually become really good friends.
Oh yeah.
But you guys were close from the jump, you'd say, or like you like got along well instantly.
Definitely, I feel like me and Toshi definitely like clicked. Like I don't know if Toshi could say the same, but for me, like I felt very comfortable around like Toshi for sure. And usually I don't.
Me
like,
and Tosh have talked about this a few times, where it's like me and Toshi are actually very similar in a lot of ways.
Dude,
in a lot of ways, yes.
Yeah.
Different in a lot of ways, but also like very similar on like more ways. More similar than different for sure.
How so? Like humor wise? Just every
Me and
day.
Toshi are dying laughing pretty much every night. So
All
I think we
time.
laugh at the same shit. But we're just
Yesterday
different.
there was a very funny moment, like regarding ice cream.
What was that?
Ice cream.
All right, we're just
Remember?
gonna take a
Detour.
brief detour.
I think I just forgot that I had bought ice cream like a week ago.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, but that's like hard to reiterate. It's hard to explain it.
It really is, but anyways, I just forgot that I had ice cream, and I was really pumped that I had ice
And
cream.
he was very serious in his reaction, like so pumped, and instant, and was like loud and like aggressive in his response.
Aggressive.
And as soon as he did it, we just basically laughed for like 15 straight minutes. Like, what the fuck was that, bro? We just found ice cream in the freezer.
Fuck yeah.
It was something like that, but he said it's so serious and hyped.
I think I said, oh, money.
Oh yeah, you said, "Oh, money." So stern though. Okay.
I think it was just because, like, I think you were faded as fuck,
Hell yeah.
and
I
I
was-
wasn't faded, but for whatever reason, I felt faded.
I was faded?
Probably.
Yeah,
like
you were. weren't you?
Julio.
Oh no, I was actually. Rio came over.
Oh.
And you know Rio just comes over for 10 minutes, sparks a blunt, leaves but forgets his keys and his wallet, comes back,
Oh, I'm
forgets his jacket and like the fucking whatever else he was supposed to bring with him, comes back twice.
I'm never gonna forget the first time, or not the first time, but actually, yeah, the first time that like I was there at your guys' apartment at Park Ridge,
Yeah.
and Rio decided to come over.
First time you met Rio?
That might have been the first time I met Rio, and me and Rio like clicked like very quickly. Like I was glad.
Rio, like, so like me and Toshi get along well, and like his friends group and my friend group, like we all just kind of meshed instantaneously.
Yeah.
like- Oh, it was instantly funny and like not awkward.
Yeah. That was honestly, it was so funny. Like we were like just turned up, and Jared was there. Remember that one night when he did the
With
infamous Amsterdam neck
Straight
back,
necked it.
full 90-degree. Definitely.
I
Like,
definitely want to introduce the podcast to Jared, but we're gonna need to get a visual if we're gonna include Jared in this.
eventually, we're gonna go ahead and have some visuals on this cast, without a doubt.
If we
will
ever get
down
this
the
shit
line.
rolling, because like I feel like at this point we honestly have enough stories to make goddamn 100 episodes of this shit.
We could
And
definitely
if we
some shit
do
like that.
somehow get into it like that, you'll hear about Jared many
Oh,
times.
you'll hear about Jared, and you'll fucking see Jared too. Where's my phone?
So what did you think of Rio when you first saw him?
Dude, when we fucking like turned up at your guys' house at Park Ridge, it was so fucking funny. We're turned up, and next thing you know, this guy's posted up on your couch. We're all like turned up. It was probably 11 o'clock. Guy was slumped with drumsticks in his hands, erect.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Rio's a master drummer. He's a master drummer.
Rio's a master drummer.
He literally fell asleep, drumsticks in his hands, as if he was playing the drums, but he was asleep.
He was asleep.
Kind
And this is a first impression. And actually, there was a few other people there in my apartment. We had like a little kickback or whatever, get together. So there was a few people who had never met Rio before, and their first impression of him was he was asleep on the couch
With drumsticks.
in the drumming position.
Full on, ready to fucking go.
Which some people would say don't judge a book by its cover, but me knowing Rio and Toshi knowing Rio even better, like I would still say that's a very accurate representation of Rio.
Definitely. He's one of the most, like, careless people in the world. Like, he just always gets into, like, trouble, whether it's, like, intentional or not.
He's like getting hurt, he's getting arrested, he's just
like,
doing
anything that's correlated to being, like, unlucky. Like, he's always linked with being unlucky somehow, always.
but
I
he's
don't know
so like so sweet, like so nice. Like so beta.
Yeah,
he's
one of the
so
nicest
beta.
people.
Beta male to the definition.
Oh yeah, he's such a beta male.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
that night
that's
was
when you
my
know he-
first.
Was that your
That was
first
my
time?
first time meeting Rio.
You were
He
you
was-
were one of the random people there, like
Yeah.
first impression of
That
Rio, what the
was-
fuck is this?
I just remember he was asleep. Everyone's partying. He's asleep with the drumsticks.
Mm-mm.
And then next thing we know,
He's in the living room, like on the living room couch,
Living
while
room
everyone
couch.
else is awake around him.
next thing we
That's when we
know,
have the casting couch.
there's a huge
Yeah.
line served up. He wakes up. hits the fattest line I've ever seen a man take a line before. And he takes it like it's nothing. And that's my first impression.
And instantly falls back asleep.
Yeah. Like it was nothing.
Instantaneously falls back asleep. I would love to get Rio on the podcast too.
But now that I think about it, I'm trying to think of my first time.
Yeah, you remember meeting Toshi?
No, okay, the thing is, I'm trying to remember the first time I met
Dude, I actually
Toshi.
don't really remember meeting Rudy
I don't
for
think
the
you
first
came to
time
my
either.
apartment. Did you ever go to Lassen?
What's Lassen?
Probably not.
No.
My other apartment.
No.
Like Park Ridge?
No, I've only been to that place.
Okay, so you met him in our third year.
Really?
See, the thing is, the time that I didn't know
Because
Toshi...
like the first few years, I would like go see Rudy or like
Yeah, you
wouldn't
guys
really
would come to
Northridge.
But when I did come to Northridge, the time between when I didn't know Toshi and when I did get to know Toshi, it was just a seamless transition. Like, I've just known you. That's just how it is.
No, like, I've known you too, just, like, through Tom and James and stuff, but, like,
Yeah.
did you, like, go back home for Thanksgiving, like, your second year, though?
Yes. Was that when we went to
I
your...
feel like we
Does
may
that
have
when we
met
went to
there,
Tommy's
though.
place?
Did we go to... Wait,
Was
okay.
that the first time
Wait,
we met
okay,
you?
so Toshi, what was the first time that we did a Thanksgiving reunion in SF? Was that our second year?
That my first time going to SF was in my second year.
That might have been
But
it.
I never...
That's when we went to Muir Woods and stuff.
Was Shin there?
I thought Shin was there.
Shin was there, yeah. Shin
And
was
Rob.
there.
Shin and then, like,
What
a
the
couple
fuck?
other people.
That was the second year. Because I remember that, but that seems like so long ago. Is that the right timeline?
That was the second year.
And Shin left. Remember we were on a hike and Shin was like, I gotta go. And he left by himself.
I don't remember that. Where did he go?
He had to go
I
meet...
actually have really terrible memory.
He had to go meet his grandparents or something who live in the Bay Area. But I think he left on the hike. What are you looking for?
Where
Mid-hike.
did my phone go?
He's like, fuck y'all, I gotta go.
I swear, I think he did.
I remember we had to go pick him up from, like, his grandparents' spot, like, and it was, like, in the mountains.
Dude,
And they were all, like, Jewish and white and old.
Wait, Shin has family here?
Yeah. He
In
does,
Santa
he
Rosa.
does. I think his dad's from, like, Santa Cruz or something. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, Santa
Can we-
Rosa, that's right.
Oh, I don't know where it is.
What are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for... Okay, sorry, random in the podcast. I don't know where my phone went.
I mean, it's gotta be in here somewhere.
Find it later.
It's-
We'll find it. Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it.
Oh,
Alright, so...
yeah, it's somewhere. It's somewhere. Don't worry. It couldn't have ran away or anything. But yeah, to be honest, like going back to like James and I's like first time meeting, but like I do remember meeting James and Robert for the first time, and I do remember going to Cajun
Oh my
after.
god.
Dude, we've been to Cajun so many times. I literally think I've been there like maybe 50 or more times. I don't remember. I don't remember this.
But I don't remember like anything else.
Dude, I remember when me and Rob were on our way out, like to go drive, because we did a road trip and we were driving on our way back to San Francisco from LA.
Mm.
And then Rob typically always woke up between the hours of like 6 through 8 a.m. And I usually woke up between the hours of 11 to 3. And then, so I surprisingly woke up at 10, and then I just wake up and I see Rob, like, kind of over me.
What do you mean?
Like standing over me, like, in the living room
Mhm.
with a bingus in his hand. Just
What is
take
a
it-
bingus?
What is a bingus for the people who don't know?
For the people listening in, a bingus is a major bong.
And then this, like, Rob since has stopped smoking weed, but at this time he was like a heavy smoker.
But at this
And
time,
I think I dabbled at the time too.
Yeah, Toshi was a heavy
Toshi
smoker.
was too.
We've all of us kind of don't really smoke weed anymore, but at this time we're probably all
Yeah.
pretty much heavy smokers.
Early on in our college careers, definitely we were smoking, and Rob was just staying over me. It was like 10 in the morning, knowing that we both agreed the night previous, okay, we should leave at 11 a.m. This guy was up at 10 a.m. taking a bong rip. I don't know if he had like a secondary motive of just saying, "Oh, I can't drive" or something, so I would have to drive.
He probably did have that in his mind.
He probably did, but knowing like.
But he was planning this since 6 a.m.
He was probably just awake, just like, I have to do this. I have to do this. But me, I woke up and I was like, "Give it on here, Bobby boy." So he gave it to me, and now we're both fucked, and it's like 10 o'clock, and we're like, okay, well, this is going to last a couple hours. We got to leave at 11. So 11 comes around, and we're way too faded, so we just kind of wait and stuff like that. But we're just like, okay, if we wait any longer, we just have to go ahead and, like, we won't get there until, like, fucking, like, 9 o'clock at night. And so we're just like, all right, let's go ahead and go. I started driving the Grapevine. I was just like, Robert, you got to take over, bud. And then Robert just took over and he drove the whole entire way home. That's the one thing I for sure wholeheartedly remember, like turn by turn, every conversation made during that fucking like time period, just because I'm always gonna remember Rob just like standing over me when I woke up that morning.
With the bingus.
With the bingus, just literally towering over me like he was taunting me.
Wake up, James. Wake up, James.
He's wake up.
Time. Watch what I'm doing.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was all on the first weekend that I've ever met Toshi.
And then since then, though, like, you guys have probably hung out, like, close to, like, 15 to 20 times.
And I talked to Toshi
Somewhere
a
around
lot.
there, probably.
I have like my own actual photo, like a contact photo of Toshi, like of me and Toshi.
Hey, I don't know if I have that. Sorry, but
Lame.
It was like this one time, when you still lived at 323. Me and Toshi, like everybody else was decided to go to sleep, but me and Toshi were just up.
oh, dude, I remember.
Me and Toshi were just decided to go ahead and just stay up all night, and we decided to just go on the balcony and just
Late
talk.
night gang.
Late night gang, because everybody else is weak
I
gang.
do remember this.
I'd be sleep at 10.
Yeah, everybody else is weak sauce.
Yeah, I'd be sleep tucked in at 9:30, watching YouTube, asleep by 10.
Yeah, watching Joe Rogan sleep.
Rogan.
And you already know KT was sleep.
Okay, KT sleep by 8.
Yeah.
Sleep by 8, wake by 2.
No exaggeration, there was a time when KT would be sleep by around 8:30.
Yeah, and he would just wake up. Yeah.
Granny
Crazy.
status.
Wake up at 4.
That's insane.
323, we had so many ridiculous times. Let's try to think about some times we were at 323.
Oh
Remember that
my
night we
God.
took all those Polaroids and they became our wall decorations? But
Yeah,
we
yeah,
took,
yeah.
and you were there too, Rudy.
Mhm.
Alana was there.
Jared.
Jared was
there.
That was the time when we were
That
talking
was
about
the
Jared hit
net.
the swig.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of what happened at the time, but that was definitely one of the ridiculous times that we had.
That was so much fun. I literally had that as my Facebook header for the longest time.
Dude, I fucking have you as my Twitter header right now, like from New Year's a few years ago. Like, you're faded as fuck.
That wasn't
I
New Year's,
know
that was
this
4th of
one.
July.
Same thing.
Yeah, okay. Okay. A little far,
Either
but
way, we
still.
got fireworks, baby.
Same, yeah. Keep
And
going.
I don't know, we were just like session or something in your garage.
We
which
were.
is savage because your parents were definitely home upstairs. We were just in the garage trying to be sneaky,
Yep.
not sneaky. Hotbox your whole garage.
Sneaky, but
Jesus.
too loud.
And I took a picture of you, and it was your eye. It was just your eyes, and they were so closed, and you were laughing. You look
Yep.
hella faded, right? And I forgot that was my Twitter header for like the past like 4 years. That was a while ago. That was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And somebody fucking from my school like took a screenshot of it and sent it to me recently. And they were like, "Bro, what the fuck is this?" It was DeAndre Toshi.
DeAndre?
Oh, you know DeAndre. Rudy does.
I know Rudy. I know of this guy. He was just like, what the fuck is this?
He thought it was so fucking funny. It is funny. I just forgot that I had
I
it.
Oh, I
know
would love to-
exactly the photo too.
I would love to meet DeAndre. He sounds like a good guy.
Was that the night
Yeah,
when?
he's a good guy. I still hang out with him.
Was that the night when you came up with the Jared rule for King's Cup?
I did not come up with that.
Well,
rule.
Jared came up with the Jared rule. Yes.
I remember that because you guys are
That was the night.
FaceTiming me and you're just like, "Yo, Jared came up with a crazy ass rule. Every time you got a drink, you gotta pour some tequila in the King's Cup."
Backstory: we were playing King's Cup in my garage with a 40, and we had some Jose Cuervo on
And then
the
I
side.
think we agreed that it was too ridiculous, and then he tried to mitigate the rule by saying, every time you take a regular drink of your... Oh, at first it was like every time you take a drink of your regular drink, you have to take a swig of the tequila as
Yeah, and
well.
we're like, no, that's ridiculous.
And then he said, like, put it in the cup.
He was just like, okay, go ahead and pour this tequila into your 40. So every
Yeah.
time you lose, like you just
Pour
have to
the
go
tequila
ahead.
into your 40. That's what he said.
Every time you lose, pour the
Jesus
tequila
Christ,
into your
jeez.
40. So it's just like you're not really drinking, but
This game
I
ended
mean-
so quickly.
we never finished our 40s.
We stopped the game soon after this because it
Yeah.
got too outrageous.
This was
This is dangerous, guys.
Yeah, we
it
had that
was
realization.
dangerous territory for sure, dude. It was, yeah. We were all goners. Me and Alana for sure.
Oh yeah. I think
Usual suspects.
Usual suspects. More
If
so
I were
Alana
there,
nowadays
I
than me.
would have been gone too.
But you, Alana, and James are also Rally Gang. You guys are one of the few members of Rally Gang where you can like die and then say it's like 11:30, you yak, and then by 12:30 you're taking more shots. See, for me, if I'm done, I'm done.
You'll sneak off and yak and come back as if nothing happened, and we wouldn't even know.
We
It's
don't.
like, oh, you just went to
Most
the
of the
bathroom.
time, we don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna
That's
go to the
the
bathroom real
thing,
quick.
Alana does that, and Toshi does that.
If I'm
And
Yak
James does
City,
that.
my head's on the ground. I don't know
The
how
thing
you
is,
guys
if you
do that.
yak, like you're feeling shit. Like I was like, oh, I don't feel really good, and then it's just like it comes
It's an
out.
instant
It's like, oh, I
relief.
feel better now. Yay! That's
Yeah.
the mentality.
It's an instant relief. It's just
I
like
wish I
I'm
had
doing
that, but
way
I
better.
don't got that.
Sleep.
I don't got
It's
that
not
badge.
like yak and then continue to feel shit and just be like, okay, good night, guys. It's not that.
That's me.
That's me.
I mean, I wish that wasn't me, but that's me sometimes, but not most of the time.
I would say more. You're more so Rally Gang than you are Cower.
But I fucking hate puking though. Like I love it and hate it at the same time.
I don't love
I
it.
just got used to it, honestly.
Yeah,
it's a
I
relief.
It's a sad
but,
thing to
like,
say,
But
but
then it goes through your nose and shit.
I would just.
No, bro.
It's so much better to just like get it all out while you can. Like this may
better
be
out
like
than in.
it's better out than in than what I always say.
When was the last time I yacked?
It
when
might have been with
we're-
me, Toshi. Me and you, and it might have been when you came.
What about the Airbnb?
Airbnb for my birthday in October, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I know that.
I yacked. Yeah, I
I
did.
don't think you've yacked since then.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So,
I've definitely
no.
I've seen you before that, and I don't think you have.
I yacked like definitely at the snow trip early January.
Oh, I did.
I definitely yacked.
Everybody
I
died
saw
at
you
some
yak.
point.
Toshi said I was shivering in my boots
I think
right
the
beside
first.
him.
I think the first night there was like literally 10 or 11 people, and like maybe 8 people yacked.
It was
Yay!
a good night. I mean, what else could you say? That was a success. I mean, okay, this snow trip, not fucking happening. Hell no. I'm gonna be a fucking boss. I'm gonna be a champ. Either that or I'm just not gonna go ahead and participate. I'll be a chaperone.
Someone's gotta take on the skis, bro.
I mean, fuck skiing, I'm a snowboarder, but same.
Still hit the slopes.
I do feel bad for Lons because she's the only one that's going to be good at skiing. Like last year, Toshi and KT were with her.
Dude, Toshi, you were a
Yeah,
fucking madman. Like, you were just like, I haven't done this in a while. Like, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know,
Yeah,
like,
I was
the,
I haven't
you do one
skied-
warm up.
The last time I skied, I was literally 12 years
Double
old.
black diamond.
You do one warm up off the fucking lift, and next thing you know, you're on a double black diamond. Honestly, yo, if you guys listen to this, if you guys love snowboarding or like skiing, comment below to go ahead and like, let's see, snowboarding or skiing's better. I say snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
I tried to ski when I was
a
a
lot cooler.
I
I'll
tried to
tell you
ski when I
that.
was a child, and maybe I only tried it once, but it was so hard. And then like this time I tried snowboarding, and it was like a first try Friday type shit.
I love snowboarding. Like I've definitely like okay, I've tried skiing. Snowboarding was just totally different though.
Mm.
I like that so much better.
It was fun.
Like I can ski for sure, but see, it's like if I go to the slopes, it's just like, am I gonna do something? Like I am open to snowboarding actually, but it's just like, do I want to enjoy like doing something that I can already do, or like start from scratch and just like relearn everything? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
But
that.
I do. But that being said, I still do want to try learning snowboarding.
But
Yeah.
you can already
We'll learn to
skate. You
snowboard.
can already skate pretty well, so it'll
Yeah.
be easy.
If you could, a lot of
Some of
snowboarders
it
skate.
does translate, but it's still different. I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Brand just like fucking like eating major shit.
Dude,
On the
Toshi,
same
do you remember
world.
you saw me wipe out major?
You hit your
I saw-
neck damn
I
hard.
saw a lot of people wipe out. I remember seeing you wipe out too, Tom. Like, you just hit your head just so hard. Man.
Dude, my neck was literally, my neck was no exaggeration, sore as fuck for like probably 20 days.
What is not forgiving.
Dude, for me, my wrists were just so sore from not just falling on them, but also just like having to get up all the time from like falling over.
My ass hurt, bro.
But it was still so fun.
I thought I broke my tailbone dead ass, but I had to go ahead and get a stretcher.
I only fell once.
Only?
That's good.
I only fell once.
Toshi's a fucking champ.
I was fucking reckless down there too, though. That shit was so fun. I wish I could go back.
I love taking the lesson that we took. Like, we took like a little snowboarding snowboarding lesson. It was like it was fun as fuck because it was just like us and our instructor was just like, all right, you guys are old enough. Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and baby you guys. Like, all right, like you guys can fucking do this shit. Go ahead and do it, and we all just had fun. It was hilarious.
It was
And then-
pretty much a private class for us, and even the instructor was like, "Yo, you guys are learning quick, so I'm gonna have to like keep teaching you guys like this new shit. Like this is how you."
We'll just
like,
go
tell."
ahead and we'll just go ahead and skip the basics. We'll just go ahead and teach you how to go ahead and do this. We'll go down the lift like 4 times until our time's up. And
I'm
that's
glad
it.
we did that though.
It was
fun.
fun.
Because like we could, because like
Yeah, that was pretty
Jared
good.
didn't take one and he was able to do it.
Oh, dude,
And
we were
Jill?
all worried about Jared. We was just like, okay,
Dude,
Jared's never done
remember?
this.
Do you guys remember the video that I got when I was like, it was the last video of our last ride down the mountain of the day.
What?
It was the last ride of the mountain of the day. It was like the sun was going down. It was like 4:00, so we're probably like, okay, this is the last one. Let's go home after this.
Uh-huh.
And Jared and Jill is Jared's girlfriend, and they're like doing their own thing, you know. So we're going down the mountain. We all go up to the top. It's just I don't know who was there. Rudy was there, I guess. Probably, I don't know. Maybe you were there too. But we go to the top of the lift and we go down the slopes, right? And we're all like doing our own thing down the slopes. We're not together. And I'm taking a video. I'm recording like, oh yeah, this is sick. Like wrapping up the Big Bear trip. And in the back, as I'm recording the video, as I'm shredding, I see somebody laying down in the snow behind me. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I think that's funny. Coincidentally, somebody's like laying on the side of the fucking slopes while I'm going down. And I turn around and it's fucking Jared. And he's saying his legs are so tired. He can't even stand up. And he's been stranded on the top of the mountain. Oh, this is like midway down the mountain for some time. And I'm shouting like, Jared, what the fuck? He's like, dude, I can't get up. My legs are so tired. And we all went down. And I remember we waited at the bottom of the slope for Jared to come down for like 20-ish minutes. And eventually he came down.
We were trying to call
And once he
him.
got to us, he just collapsed.
It happens,
It really
man.
is such a light workout.
I remember that video.
It happens, dude.
I wish we had a median to post all this stuff.
I know.
Yeah, right. Man.
Maybe we could like eventually figure out how to like edit it and like upload a video to the screen or something.
Yeah.
You saw the video?
Oh, yeah, the
I have the
video.
video.
We could figure something out.
Yeah, we could definitely, like, maybe when we start talking about this, we can have just this clip run.
Oh yeah, like while we're while we're talking, just the clip
Yeah,
running.
but
in
the
back.
rest is just the getting major and Toshiniberg, like, image.
Yeah, we could do that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man, I wish I could join you guys for this upcoming one.
Ski trip round 2, dude. I wish you were there for that too. That'd be so much fucking fun.
I would say
Yeah,
we'll
that
have
would
the
be
details
fun.
figured out by tomorrow.
Another
Yeah.
time.
Dude, yeah. Definitely, if you could ever come back, we could definitely do that again. That'd be fucking
For
nice.
sure.
2020.
2020, we're going to be in Japan.
There's a lot of things going on in 2020.
I know.
It's not even that long, though. It's just like, if you
Technically,
really think
next
about
year.
it, it's like a year and a bit.
Yeah, technically next year. Like, literally next year and, like, a week and a half.
Yeah,
Not
that's
too
great.
long.
That's fucking absurd.
Yeah, 2020 sounds ahead, but it's really only a year.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
2010 was 10 years ago. What?
I know. What the fuck was
Mine's
that?
blown.
2010, dude.
Man, I remember in 2010, I thought I was sick, bro.
Me too, bro. Actually, I didn't think I was sick. I probably didn't think I was sick until like 2014 or 15.
Yeah, same. I didn't think I was sick till 2014.
Where were we 2010?
Eighth
Sixth
grade.
grade? Eighth grade?
What do you mean 6th grade? We graduated 2010.
I was in the
Oh, shit,
class
right.
of 2010.
I was in the 9th grade.
2010?
2010, 2011. It's
Well,
like
yeah,
ninth
we
grade.
were too. When we
Or like
graduated, we all
2009, 2010, but 8th grade I thought I was sick. 9th grade I wasn't that sick.
Same.
10th
you're
grade
freshman. It's hard
probably
to
out
be
of my
sick.
high school years is the least sick.
I was like short and had mad acne until like 10th grade.
You were short, damn.
Dude, yeah, Tom was like,
I was short. Remember, like on the basketball team, like I was like damn near the shortest person on the basketball team.
You're like the tallest guy like among like our friend group though now.
yeah, Tom.
I had a growth spurt though. Like
Yeah,
remember,
Tom
and,
had
like,
a major growth spurt.
I was
Yeah,
like
interesting.
pretty much the second shortest person like in 8th grade.
Like, Tom wasn't that tall, but then he was like, he got fucking tall. Like he grew like how much? Like 6 inches.
I gained some girth. Let's say.
Yeah, gave some girth. Let's just go ahead and
What do you
say it
got,
like
like,
that.
Just gained a bit of girth. Let's say.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, a lot of it.
Yeah, but that was like 10th grade probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember like in the 5th grade I suddenly became like one of the taller guys in my grade, but that's because like I hit puberty a little bit earlier. And then instantly from then on I was just like the same height.
Dude, yeah, I feel that. Me too. I literally just got my voice just got deeper, but I didn't get taller, so that kind of sucked.
Dude,
Yeah, 'cause I
6th
remember,
grade,
like-
I'm pretty sure I was like a whopping 60 pounds or something.
Rudy
Yeah,
was
we're like 80.
small.
Rudy,
I was definitely a tiny
your
boy.
growth spurt didn't come until like maybe senior
definitely
year,
high school.
like senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Really?
Rudy was always kind of like people would always like clown Rudy in our friend group, like because he's small as fuck, and like
I was definitely
obviously Rudy didn't like it. Like he's like, dude, leave me alone, kind of thing.
okay, I've just always been small, but I was probably
Yeah.
like,
But then you finally grew and like you actually became stronger than people, and then
I was probably like a steady like 120 by the end of high school.
fuck.
Yeah.
Really? At the end of it? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 120. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't until college. Probably got up to like 130.
Damn.
Still small.
Rudy's
But-
fucking strong though.
Rudy's strong boy
Yeah,
now
Rudy's-
for sure.
No, I remember like I hadn't seen Rudy for a while in high school. I mean, in college, and then maybe like our 3rd year, we went to go lift or something, and you were like stronger than me, and I'm way big, like physically bigger than you.
Yeah.
And like Rudy was stronger than me.
Shout out to the Burley boys.
Shout out to Big Body.
Big body brand.
But I'll
Yeah.
say all it is just consistency. Like, I'm still a small dude. But just going-
You gotta
Just
just
going-
work with what you got.
Yeah, just going consistently, you'll see progress.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's a lesson to all.
Yeah, everybody though. Consistency is
Everything.
key.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, I want to touch down on like some more hilarious times because
Me
there's
too.
there's really too many. You got any in mind, Toshi?
Any
It could be
hilarious
between me and
topic,
you. It could be.
Anything.
There's so many. We gotta think.
There's
We're on the
way too
podcast.
many.
We gotta just think.
Man, it feels like there's too many, but it's like once you're in the spot, like
But like, what kind of
It's hard
excuse
to
is that?
really-
There's too many.
Okay, what was it like the first day you brought the Oculus to the apartment?
Oh, we did.
Because last time I visited
experiment.
Northridge, the Oculus was ridiculous.
yeah, I remember you were definitely on that thing for a bit.
I didn't fuck with the Oculus at first. I don't really fuck with the Oculus.
I was just chilling in the living room, like just chilling on the couch.
So
Honestly,
Toshi,
I only, like-
let's talk about the Oculus. Like, give a
Okay.
brief description, and then let's tell them like what we were trying to do with the Oculus.
Okay, so for those who don't know, the Oculus Go, which is what I have, is actually a VR headset. It's kind of like a simpler version of the Oculus Rift, which is like a better and bigger version of what I have. But the Oculus Go is kind of like the simpler version. And anyways, I only bought that because I'm kind of interested in making like VR games and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe if I develop some games,
He studies
I
this
can
in
just,
school.
like,
He studied this in school.
yeah, that's kind of like what I do in school. I mean, it's like maybe if I make some games, I could like transfer some stuff in there and become a developer for it or whatever. So that's the reason I
Epic
got it.
Games.
But obviously you have to study, right? If you want to make VR games, you have to know VR games. So then, as a result, you got to play a lot of VR games. And playing different VR games, I was like, oh, this is really cool, blah blah blah. And obviously, when people say VR, people
Porn.
actually think of porn. I don't know if you guys
As one
this.
would like, yeah. I mean, if you mentioned to me like, yo, I got this VR, I feel like my mind is gonna subconsciously drift towards the VR porn realm.
Right.
Not
Of
that
course.
I mean, you know, like as an exploratory kind of thing.
It's just like, it's like curiosity,
Yeah.
because as technology like, progresses, people are going to think, okay, how can we make this into porn?
Right.
Definitely. Make it
Yeah.
more realistic.
It's inevitable.
Right. Like, how are we going to like jerk ourselves better?
Everything in VR is just more so like the objective is to how to make this more realistic for people to get more interactive. Porn is just one aspect of that, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like in
Right.
general, people are
Right.
trying to get more interactive, and
Yeah.
like one would think, like, yo, we could probably do this with adult films.
Exactly.
Right. And that's like, I don't know if it's a big thing, but it is a thing.
It's a thing.
Without a doubt.
So anyways,
So you had actually had the Oculus before you came back to Northridge, right? And you were trying it out amongst your friends.
only a day though, only a day.
Okay.
So I had just bought it like the day before I left.
Okay.
So
And you
I
told
was
me
still
you told me you
relatively
had it, and I was like, okay, well,
Yeah, so I had it and I brought it, and just I did a couple things here and there, but VR porn it's interesting. I would say. Do I like it? I don't know if I like it. Like, it's definitely interesting.
I don't like it. I would straight up say I
It's,
don't like it. Like I
can't
would
say
rather
that
not
it's
watch
not
that than watch it.
jerkable. I can't say that it's not jerkable, but it's just a completely different experience.
It's definitely immersive, but to some people
And
it might be
overwhelming.
too immersive.
For
See,
me,
that's the
it
thing.
was incredibly overwhelming. Not-
It is overwhelming, but at the same time, you're watching porn, so it's like,
But it's like you're,
it's
it's like you're in,
jerkable,
it's
but-
like you're, but at this point you're not watching porn. You're like in porn.
yeah. So that's what that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it does fuck with your brain a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can see, like, some people who can get like easily addicted to different things. Like, this can be one of those things that they get addicted to, and we already have a bunch of porn addicts in the world, and we're probably going to be adding like VR porn addicts, and that's probably going to take it to a different, different level. And I just want to, like, I'm curious to know like what the difference between like the brain of a regular porn addict and like the brain of a VR porn addict. Like, what's going on in your brain?
It's
you
got
know
to
what I
be
mean?
like even like way more stimulated. I don't know. It's got to be like
But would you say is it less stimulated because of how immersive it is that you're getting like destigmatized? Like, I don't know. Like,
I think it just involves way more of like your perception. So like I would feel like you would just have to be so like totally immersed in that. It's kind of like, I don't know, when you're just watching something, you're just looking at it. But in VR, it's like it throws you off. Like you're surrounded, like you think you're inside.
like everything
Like,
is
then, like
walked
that's
down.
your reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like you're hearing it, you're seeing it. Like you can't feel it, but it's like close enough, and
Like it
the
caters to your
scene is
senses.
interacting with you as if it was your reality.
Mhm.
So I feel like, I mean, your brain systems are kind of like going crazy. Like, dude, I don't really know what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. I mean, your brain's definitely not used to virtual reality.
No,
Sure.
it's new still.
Yeah.
But when I watched it, it was just like, oh man, I don't think I could even get hard to that, because I was scared of it.
Like
It
how
is a little
immersive it could
scary.
be.
It was like they're so close to my face. Not scared, like frightened, but like it was just a huge shock factor, and then like I think that maybe just put me off to it like from the jump. But I was just like, oh man, I don't like that. It's too much. But there's a lot of other like that's just specifically porn. Like the regular VR Oculus Go and the VR shit you could do with it is super dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's,
Yeah.
there's a ton of different things you could do. Like there's a lot of different like shooting games and stuff, and they're really cool.
They use that.
Even-
They use that stuff for like simulations for like military or like flight simulation and stuff. So there's like
Yeah, they do,
practical
they do,
use
they
to
do.
it. So just the porn aspect is kind of nutty, but
Yeah.
there's definitely
That's what we were
I don't know.
initially hyped for, and then it kind of was just like, oh man, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like even Netflix is so cool on that. It's like seems like you're in a movie theater. Like they.
Yeah,
It's
you're
crazy.
Like in like a cottage,
Yeah.
and then you're just like watching, and there's like a campfire on your right, and you're just watching on a big ass screen. Like granted, like the resolution's not as good as probably like when you watch it on a regular computer screen, but it just I guess like the convenience of just having like a screen strapped onto your eye, because like you can just literally lie down like on your back and look at the ceiling, and you can just be watching something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that aspect definitely had me going for a hot second. Like I was watching a lot of Netflix on my VR for like a hot 2-3 months, I would say.
like you don't have to worry about holding up your phone and then accidentally dropping it on your face, kind of thing. You kind of
Yeah.
just sit back and
You just lay
Watch.
back and just walk. Yeah.
The only aspect that I found inconvenient was that I like to eat something and watch. I
You
can't,
can't see.
Oh, you can't see.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
see your food.
So it's like I'll make dinner, and I'm just like, oh man, I was just like, I want to watch something on my fucking like headset, but it's like I can't like eat my dinner and use that, you know?
Yeah, definitely not. Maybe if you were like having chips or anything, but you can't have like a full on meal for sure. Not.
Definitely not.
No.
Yeah, that
That's
sucks.
the only aspect that I was kind of like amped about, but that's kind of little. So.
Mhm.
Anyways, Thomas Nelson, I know you got some other stuff up your sleeve.
Okay, I don't have anything on my sleeve right now. But there are things that I want to talk about that I'm trying to reach right now.
I got something.
Alright.
Okay, you asked James, his, first impression of Toshi, but I kind of want to know, how was your first time meeting Toshi? Was this like a random roommate pairing, or did you guys know each other
It was
prior?
like similar to me meeting James in the sense that it was just like easy money. Like so I was randomly paired with Casper, who obviously or went to high school with Toshi, so they came to like from Tokyo to Northridge on some random shit. Me too. Like I just came to Northridge. I didn't know anybody else, and I was randomly paired with Casper. And Casper from the jump was ridiculous. He was already doing some weird shit like the first day I met him. And
Jesus.
but it was cool, like we got along well. And then he was like, yo, I got this friend Toshi who I went to high school with. He doesn't stay in the dorms, but he stays in the apartments close by. So like, do you want to go meet him? So I was like, yeah, cool, I guess. And I remember exactly where I met you. It was like out in front of the building, and we were gonna go eat at the dining hall or something. Something like it was like on some super normal shit. Like I didn't have any like big impression of Toshi, but probably like
Yeah,
since
something
that
like that.
day, we just kind of hung out like every day after that.
Yeah, pretty much. Also because like we all didn't really know that many people too.
So it's like
being
at
new
least
and
I know somebody
everything.
that you know. It's like I mean freshman year of college, like first week, second week, it's kind of like everyone is just like, yo,
Mhm.
I'm me, and like who are you? I don't know anybody. Like you just want to get to know people, you know.
That's like I hung out with you guys a lot because like my apartment, a lot of people like stayed to themselves and like people weren't trying to mingle and shit. So like I kind of like I had 3 other roommates, but they were all kind of like lone wolves in their regard, like, or they had their own clique already.
Oh yeah, Toshi, weren't you excited? Like first day of college, you were excited.
Yeah, I was like really excited to like meet new people and shit, and like I was like, like these are good. These guys are gonna be my roommates. Like, oh man, like by the end of the year, we're gonna have so many stories. Like we're gonna be laughing, And then like,
you got.
And then I remember, like, right before I stepped into the dorm, I was just like, oh, like what should we do about the fridge? But you know what? Maybe like I'll just like consult everyone and see what we should do, and like maybe we can buy one big fridge and like share it or whatever. So then I step into like my apartment and everyone has their own fridge, and I was like, oh fuck, like y'all on different vibes then. All right. So then like after that I was just like, okay, like, hey guys, like, are you guys gonna go eat? And it's just like, oh no, like we went, or like I'm trying to go later, and I'm just like, oh fuck, okay, like they're totally like not trying to like socialize and shit. So I thought that was pretty fucking whack. So that's why I was like chilling with Tom and Casper a lot, because they're in the freshman dorm. It's like exclusive to freshmen, so everyone's like fucking 18 and they're all like scared newbies on campus, just trying to be like, oh, I want to make friends, like I'm new, like I don't know what to do, like where's my clique, right? As opposed to like where I was, where everyone was just like,
there's like even like sophomores and like juniors and seniors where you live, like it's just random.
Yeah, it's not exclusive to freshmen. I mean, everyone that I lived with was a freshman, but they were still kind of like
whack.
Yeah, I was like, I remember one guy's name was Amir. Amir was like this Iranian guy. He only hung out with Iranians. Kazea was my direct roommate. He was from Inglewood.
Dirty as fuck.
He was dirty as a
Dirty
motherfucker.
bitch.
He pissed me off.
Oh my god.
Dirty is an understatement.
It's seriously an understatement. Holy fuck. That guy was disgusting. I've never seen him brush his teeth.
What?
You never saw him brush his teeth.
Check yourself.
Or take a shower.
He wouldn't even be taking showers, yeah.
That's wild.
He would just be posted in his bed with Oreos in the sheets.
No
Oreos.
fucking way.
Dude, legit. He would fall asleep eating Oreos, and like there'd be like half-eaten Oreos on his keyboard as he would sleep, and then he wakes up and then he continues to eat them.
Eat the scraps?
Oreo crumbs on the keyboard.
No.
Not even crumbs, just like straight up
way.
half-eaten Oreos.
He'll just like lick the cream off it and then leave the actual Oreo.
Yeah.
He always drank Powerade. He had so much. Like he had like racks on racks on racks of Powerade, and he would never finish like a single bottle. He would always leave it like at like maybe like a third of it left.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I'm too lazy to drink it now. I'm just gonna leave it.
You're gonna crack a new
I'm
one?
gonna crack a new one soon.
And he would legit have it all over the apartment, like there were fucking candles or something.
Like in the living room, in the living room, in the bedroom, like everywhere.
Oh my fucking god.
And like a lot of them don't even have the fucking lid on it, you know what I mean?
Uncapped?
It's like-
no cap, no cap.
No cap.
No cap.
No cap.
He was chill as a person though, like
Yeah, we would smoke with him like quite a lot. Actually, he was cool. But
So
just
gross.
cool to not live with. I didn't live with him.
Okay.
cool to not live with, but like as a person he's chill. But as a roommate, not chill.
Damn.
Yeah, I agree. I second.
He does battle rap now though.
He does legit.
He has he got
views,
$1,000
like,
or something,
Tens of
which is, like,
thousands.
I think pretty famous.
He's got like
It's got 50,000 views or something.
like 50k views. Yeah.
Damn, good for
Awesome.
him.
He's like one of those rap battles like shows. But like, I remember Toshi told me one time he was like, they were talking about like what they were trying to do and stuff. And Toshi was like, oh yeah, I'm like in animation, whatever, like I'm an art student. And then Kazea was like, man, I don't really care about school because I'm about to be a battle rapper soon, so. And Toshi was probably like, oh dude, what the fuck are you saying? Like you just started college, like I hope you would be at least like kind of into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, lo and behold, like fucking 4 years later, he's a battle rapper.
He's doing it.
I mean, he was like, I think after his first week, he didn't even go to class.
What?
Like,
But he came back for a second semester.
came back for second semester on academic probation, still failed everything. So he basically got kicked out. And he didn't go to school since, I believe. So yeah, I had an array of roommates, and they were kind of, ass.
And Tom's the best one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, Tom, Casper, and Oscar were the only other people that I lived with after, but way more chill.
I'm the best one.
Tom's the best one. Tom's the best one.
Alright, Mary fuck kill. No, I'm just kidding.
Mary fuck kill.
Okay.
Definitely kill Oscar. No doubt. It's a no hezzy.
Okay, would you marry or fuck Toshi or Casper?
I'm not fucking Toshi,
Who's
but
getting
me and Toshi...
Who's getting the B long?
Am I getting married to you, dude?
Alright, Casper... I mean, Oscar's getting killed. I guess I would have to fuck Casper.
Oh, you married Toshi for the long run.
Because Casper
Dude,
is like
that's
hair.
my
Casper is
same
like
answer
hair.
for you though.
Casper is like hairless, I guess. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
he's like hairless, so it's like, and he's pretty clean. He's like very clean. And I'm not attracted to Toshi. Not that I'm attracted to any of these people, but I definitely would not want to have sex with Toshi.
Disclaimer.
'Cause Toshi seems like less clean, like in the dick area and shit. Like it just seems to be smellier. That's what I mean.
Well, I mean,
But me and Toshi connect on an intimate level, so I could say I'll marry him. Not a physical level, but like a
like when it comes to marriage, like we're probably compatible.
I would agree.
Okay,
Like, we'll have to
staying on the
think
topic of Toshi and Tom.
Yeah.
You know how we're all friends here, so we can kind of say absurd ass shit, and it's just hilarious. When you guys first met
Right.
each other, how long did it take for you guys to kind of like open up and just like get wacky, just like laugh about it, kind of stuff? Because when you meet someone new, you're gonna act civilized and
Well,
like.
freshman year was back when Toshi was getting faded. And,
You're a wild boy?
and like people don't understand, but Toshi is not a sane human being.
Wait, he's a wild boy
Even
like
just the
that?
slightest bit high. I would say he's way more sane when he's drunk than he is high, which is weird, but it's true.
It is true. It's definitely
So-
true. That's why I like getting drunk way more.
We would just be like session, and then we would all just be lit, and like there would be a lot of like crazy dancing, and like Toshi would of course be like rapping and shit, and just like saying gay shit, of course.
So scary.
So we were comfortable. I think that's also why like we've sustained a good relationship, because like it was kind of like comfortable from the jump. So like we never like, I don't know, we were just on some weird shit right away.
I think we jumped right into the gay shit like maybe within a month or two though.
Very quick. Very quick.
Because I have like a screenshot or like a Snapchat memory or something on my phone,
Of what?
and it was like a picture of Tom, and it was like in September, because like school started in August. It was, like,
I don't know what you're
mid-September,
about to
and-
say.
No, it's just like a picture of you, and like I took it, and it's a picture of you, and you're kind of like looking at the camera, and then like with the Snapchat drawing like thing, I have like a dick, and like I drew a
Classic.
dick. with
That's
the
a
thumb in the
classic.
face.
Classic.
That's a
Oh,
classic.
Classic Dick Rain on me.
Everybody
Yeah,
used
so,
to do
like-
that when Snapchat implemented drawing.
That's true. So maybe we weren't so on the dick, the gay shit, but I remember we were.
That was comfortable enough to put it on
We
there.
were so on the dick, but like,
I remember we clicked the talking NBA a lot back then.
yeah, me and Toji both like hoops, so we were able to talk
And
about that
like
right
that
away.
was when I'm an avid Sixers fan, but that was when the Sixers were really bad, like the 10-win season. And I remember I was just saying, like, telling Tom, just wait until Joel Embiid comes back, man.
And at this time, this is when Golden State like just started to pop, so I'm like, I don't want
Yeah,
to hear
that's
any of that shit.
Yeah, and The rest is history, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been interesting too, like all of our years living together, like each year has had totally like a different vibe. Even though
I
we've
can
all
agree.
like been like friends like the same way. Just like freshman year I feel like we just didn't know anything and we were just stupid. And then like maybe sophomore year we first got our spot, so we're kind of just like still trying new things and like doing a bit ridiculous shit. And then my third year we like know each other and like we're kind of more focused on school, but definitely, I mean, shenanigans is consistent throughout the whole time. And then like that was the third year, like me, Casper, and Toshi were kind of like middle of college, so we were all like kind of like locked in. And then the fourth year, Casper was like not even going to school. Like he was going to school, but his schedule was so relaxed. He would just be like high all day, every day.
Wake and bake.
Yeah, literally had like a 5-day weekend every week.
Yeah.
Dude, it was insane.
High every day, and like me and Toshi would be trying to go to school and shit. And then like this fifth year, just me and Toshi, it's definitely like less shenanigans, more gay shit.
I don't know why, but I don't know.
It's definitely the
Location.
first and like second years that you just kind of like turn up and party, and then come third year you kind of realize like, oh, like I just want to like chill out and hang out with the bros kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're just trying to find out who you actually like, and then by like your third, second, fourth year, it's like I would rather just like hang out here and just get fucked up with my friends than like go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But things start to change like third year because like I guess that's like when you can like buy alcohol and stuff, so that it's just like that becomes a lot chiller, you know. Because before that, if you're getting alcohol, like you're not gonna just buy like one beer.
You're gonna buy like one bottle.
One bottle.
Yeah.
And
Like-
it only means alcohol is just going to a party. But then once you're 21, you kind of just realize you could just chill with some brews back
Yeah.
home
Yeah,
kind of
You
thing.
have that.
So-
Yeah.
That kind of changes things too. But yeah. I wonder how many times I jerked it.
No, buddy.
What context is this?
Through this podcast?
Throughout the duration of the show, or
No, throughout the duration of my season career.
I would say it's gotta be
In the hundreds.
It's gotta be in like the
It's
300.
definitely the
It's gotta be like
hundreds.
in the 300 to 400 realm.
It has to be.
Because some days is twice a day, but some weeks are like twice a week.
Are you speaking for yourself or Toshi?
I'm speaking for myself. But I think it's like a similar pattern amongst most people.
I think
Yeah.
that
The average is like common.
I mean, I know Toshi did tell me he jerked it 7 times in one day.
I've never done that.
You literally told me you jerked it 7 times in one day.
If I did, I was lying. Because my max is 3.
Your refractory
Your
period.
yeah, I was gonna say your factory period.
Okay, Toshi has told me
might
some
be
stories, and this man has no refractory period.
No, when it comes to jerking off, like I can't, like my max, which was probably like when I was like 14 or 15, was 3 times. And that's it.
It's understandable. I mean,
That's reasonable
I
for
agree.
a
Yeah,
pubescent
like
boy.
you can't.
I know you're
just-
lying, but I agree.
I'm not lying.
That's probably the statistics you got online, but for yourself, it's otherwise.
Ugh. I wish I was lying, man. I wish I could do it like 7 times.
You can.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just getting a little sleepy, so it's just like just can't think straight, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. But Tom, you said like I said something crazy?
7 times?
I thought you said he just jerked off crazy.
Wait, when?
7
What?
times.
What? What did I say?
Never mind.
You said he jerked
I've
off
had
an
some
insane
weird
amount
jerk
of
off
times.
stories for sure, though. Like I remember my first year. at CSUN, I remember like I was jerking standing up. Anyways, it's because like okay, so just this little backstory, like at my home prior.
Wait, where?
Yeah, where's this?
In the middle of the living room. No, I'm playing.
Middle.
No, it's like by my bed. But like, I used to jerk. Like I was never able to jerk on top of my bed. Like I would like be on the side of my bed, and I would kind of like lean on top of it, like almost hover over it. I can't. I know the listeners don't have a visual, but it'd be like more like this
perfect.
sort of situation.
At the feet of your bed.
On the knees, laptop like on the bed.
Wait, Toshi, show them the time when you got dropped to your knees.
That's the one I was just literally about to tell that story.
Okay.
But you kind of ruined it because that's what happened. So
Well,
anyways, like my
We need
bed,
the visual.
like in the dorms were like elevated, and the only jerking I knew was like you know, I guess kind of like leaning on the bed. But because the bed was so elevated, like I wasn't
You had
able
to
to be on my
stand?
knees,
Oh.
so I had to stand. So I had to stand, put the laptop there, and I remember I was jerking it, whatever, and I don't know why, but like the cream was so good.
Oh my
Right?
god.
The cream was so good, and I couldn't control myself. I lost leg power, and I was like, I fell to my knees as I was peeing.
What?
He couldn't stop it.
It took the
Yeah.
power out of you. It took the life out of you.
The life out of me. I thought I was like going to heaven or something. But yeah, that's one of the few jerk stories I have.
Sounds very intense.
Another jerk story I have is like when I was like kind of caught by a stranger.
Stranger.
What?
He kind of did.
Are you in your own
So-
room?
In your own safety of your house?
He was in my bathroom.
Okay, I'll
Stranger
explain
me? No, just kidding.
I wasn't even home yet. I wasn't even home.
So this is actually when I lived with Oscar, Tom, and Casper. So it was the four of us. It was our second year, and we had just moved in. Casper and I, like, we landed in LA like before Tom had even moved in. So we kind of had like the whole apartment to ourselves for like a week, and Casper and I, we lived there for like 3, 4, 5 days. Like I said, like a week before Tom and Oscar came. So like we're just living together, and we're like both kind of like shit. Like I don't know how to I don't know when to jerk it. And like after 4 or 5 days, like we hadn't jerked in like 5 days or whatever. So tension's building, right? Like among ourselves. And I'm
Definitely.
just like, and then I was like to Casper, like, yo, like I want to jerk it, man. And Casper's like, man, dude, I want to jerk it too.
Same.
bro.
And then like we were just like, okay, like no bullshit. Let's not be weird about this. Like, why don't you just go jerk it? Like, because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So you can be in the bathroom. I'll just like turn on some music. Like, you can go jerk it, and I'll just do my own thing. So like we made a little agreement. So we made an agreement that Casper will. We had 2 bathrooms, and Casper will be in one bathroom jerking it while I'm doing something, and once he's done, he can come out, and I'll go to the other bathroom and I'll jerk it.
Okay.
So Casper comes out. I actually don't know if he had jerked it or not. He may have said something like, I couldn't do it, blah, blah, blah. But he came out, so I'm just like, okay, it's my turn. So then I go to Tom's bathroom, and Tom's bathroom, which is the other bathroom, was a little different from my bathroom. My bathroom was kind of like, it didn't have any windows or anything. It was just kind of like inside the apartment. But Tom's bathroom had like a window, and you kind of go look out, and you can like see stuff like other people. But anyways, totally unaware of this window because I just moved. I don't really know what's going on. I'm jerking. swinging my dick back and forth. I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, just like the standing jerk story. I'm standing, and the phone's on the sink, and I'm jerking, and I'm like, oh man, like I haven't jerked in so long. This feels nice, whatever. And then like, I just looked to my right for whatever reason. Like, not that I saw anything in my peripheral. Like, I just looked to my right just instinctively, and then as I look to my right, I can see the window open, and I'm like, fuck. And not only that, but I see someone like from like the third floor or something looking at me down like diagonally.
No way.
Or from their balcony.
He's
This
just
guy's, like,
peeking?
staring at me. He's probably been fucking looking at me jerk for like fucking 10 minutes or something.
A free show?
Oh my.
And the moment I see that, I duck down. Like, I get scared. I'm just like, oh shit. I duck down and I kind of like crawl to like the fucking window and I close it.
Erect.
I lost my fucking boner at that point.
Instant.
But then I was like, come on, Toji, you can't stop now. So then I jerked it. And
Just closed the window and kept going.
Think about it later.
yeah, so that's another jerk story of mine.
That's wild.
Free show.
Free show for the man.
I never want that free show.
I don't want to either. That's ridiculous. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just glad he wasn't filming it. That would have been the worst.
What if you saw yourself on like a Pornhub ad like a year later?
Like
What
some
if?
voyeur stuff.
On an ad? Oh no.
Where's my money?
They at least pay me for that.
For real. Yeah, what time is it now? 2:42 a.m. What time did we start recording?
Started an hour and 16 minutes ago. So like
it's like
1:16 or something. Or actually no,
22.
1:22, yeah, or something.
What?
26?
I can't. There we go.
Yeah, 1:26.
I feel like, this was so far a pretty good podcast, I'd say.
I would
I
say
think
it
it's
was,
been pretty good so far.
yeah, it was a pretty
I
good.
feel like
podcast.
some hilarious moments.
Definitely had some stories. Everybody loves the stories. You live vicariously through our stories.
Yeah, don't we all? This is just a random story, and I don't know if it's going to be any interesting, but I'm just curious, but when was the first time you smoked weed, James?
Ooh, that was probably with like Tom, Bran, Rudy in high school. We used to we would go to like Brand's park.
There was like a big park near Brandon's house.
There was like a big park near Brand's house with a basketball court and then a trail leading to like the woods and stuff like that would eventually lead towards the highway. And we would like go ahead and we would usually play ball there, but like one day we were just like, okay, we should go ahead and like chief. So we would like play ball
The
for a
sudden
bit.
transition.
And then we would go ahead and just walk up to the woods. There was like this actual like spot that we would like kind of stand at / sit in the woods. So I was off trail. And we would just that's how we kind of just started. We used an apple. We didn't have like an actual like apparatus or anything like a pipe or anything like that.
Yeah.
So we used an apple. And we're like hella confused like how do we do this shit? Like we had no idea. So we used the apple and somehow it worked, and that's literally probably like the first time I've ever smoked. I don't really remember the experience or how I felt.
But because a lot of people say they don't even get high their first time and stuff. Like,
yeah, I feel like I didn't really get like totally baked until like maybe the second or third time. Then I was just like, okay, like I'm baked as hell. Like I'm fucking high.
I'm off the fucking rails right now.
Dude, yeah, I'm literally I can't function. I can't like. But I feel like the first time I was just like, okay, like this is so weird. Like I don't even know how to inhale or whatever. Like this is so new. Like we were like 16 or whatever.
First time was definitely at Brands.
Yeah.
With the apples.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we couldn't actually get a pipe.
Yeah, we couldn't buy anything. We're too young.
We didn't know how to roll.
We didn't. Yeah, we had no access to any of that. We had no information about how to roll or anything like that. So,
Right.
16, we had access to apples.
And like anyone does, yeah.
Exactly. You know, so might as well.
Yeah, it was interesting. I remember my first time. It was in Tokyo. I was 18. It was like the summer after I graduated high school. So I was. I remember I was always like a huge weed advocate just because like I had like a huge reggae phase and stuff. And I was also like, I also used to watch so many Vice documentaries at the time. And like Vice always did like documentaries on weed. So I was just like, man, like weed looks so dope. Like I can't wait to fucking smoke weed.
Hell
And I
yeah.
was just like, man, I'm gonna be chiefing. And like I remember my friend Van Dan, he was like, yo, Toshi, I got weed, man. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, come to my house. So he comes to my house, and then we had another friend over, and we just smoked out my balcony, and we just ate hella ice cream, and called it a day. It's pretty much my first time, but I don't think I was really blown until like maybe my second or third time in California, like
Oh,
here
I
at
bet.
CSUN. And I remember that's when I was like really exposed to like what weed will do to you. Like I remember I took like a huge bong rip for the first time, and I remember I just didn't feel the same after.
Yeah,
Never was the same.
that'll do it to you.
I remember like everyone was like taking rips, and I'm just like, and I took one, and I was just like, holy fuck, I'm mega high. Like I've never been this high.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone looks normal, functioning and everything, and maybe I was just in my head, but everyone's like, all right guys, like let's go to the fucking food court. And then so everyone's walking, and I'm just like, I'm just kind of like walking with them, and like last second I'm just like, guys, I'm just gonna go to my room. You're like,
I
dude,
feel-
are you sure, man? Like, we're gonna eat so much. It's gonna be so good, dude. Like, imagine the cereal, the cookies, man. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go lying down, man.
I feel that, yeah.
Yeah. But that's what college is about.
That's college.
In retrospect, Toshi had no business being dragged out in public after that.
I don't even have business, like, fucking taking bong rips now.
Like, not even in your own house, in your bed already. Still.
Right. But that was like it was kind of like the thing to do. And it was also a social thing. Like, it was definitely a gateway to just be like, oh yeah, I smoke weed too. Like, let's just smoke. And then, you kind of like make friends like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Looking back at it, the bombs that we used to take, if we were to take it now, it'd just be like,
I know.
No.
Like, I feel like when we first got into weed, we were like, we just immersed in it so heavily, and then like in retrospect, it's like I would never do that now.
I can never do that ever again.
Seems so ridiculous.
we definitely reached like the ceiling, like
short
level
range.
10, and just carried on.
Yeah, I can't.
At that level.
Yeah, cannot be doing that today.
No,
That's crazy.
not that would put me on not this planet. Somewhere distant.
I just remember the first time I visited Northridge, it was like freshman year, and we went to this party, and it was just like, everyone was a stoner there. So I was just witnessing people take like 20-second hits, and I was just in awe, jaw dropping, like, what
The fuck are
Why
these people?
are you doing this?
they would be taking like 3 dabs in a row. I'm just like, what the fuck?
You guys
No,
are
I remember.
wild as fuck.
I fucking remember this exact thing they were talking about, and like, they were like, I knew the people. I guess it was my friends. Like, I knew the people there, and Alana and Rudy were with me, so I took them. and me and Rudy were like sitting at a table, and I'm like having a conversation with Rudy or something, or like somebody else, and Rudy like says to me like, dude, look at that guy across the room. And I look over at him, and he's like hitting this huge bong, and Rudy's like, dude, he's been already dragging that thing for like 25 seconds.
I've been watching this guy and then I tell it to Tommy.
And then I start watching him with Rudy, and he drags it for like 20 more seconds.
What the fuck?
And when he releases the bong rip, he shoots it up at the ceiling, and we were in like in a house kind of thing. The whole roof, like the whole ceiling, had like a layer of smoke on it.
Literally a cloud to the ceiling. It hits the top and it spreads out and covers
Over the whole
entire
room.
ceiling. I was just like, what the fuck?
These guys.
And I'm only 18 at this point. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
At that point, I was like, if I think I'm a stoner, like, these guys are real stoners. Like, I can't.
I'm
imagine
sure
that.
none of them go to college anymore. I'm sure none of them finish college.
It was definitely the most insane thing I've ever witnessed.
Oh yeah.
There was a guy who fell asleep standing up.
I remember one time I took a bong rip like in that sort of situation, and it wasn't even a big hit. Like at the time, like I consider myself a heavy smoker. Like I would like do a lot. But anyways, I took like one bong rip, and I don't know what it was, but it's just like I don't think it was laced with anything, but I couldn't stand. I couldn't walk.
Is that good?
Like people would be talking to me, but I couldn't hear them. And everyone was like, "Are you okay?"
He was like
Toshi?"
crisscross applesauce, like face in his crotch, like just melted. But he had just got to the party, like maybe 10 minutes prior.
Oh my god. Oh no.
And he just found himself straight folded in somebody's room with like a bunch of people around him.
Yeah, it's like in party situations, like from now I know it's just like I can't smoke weed. Like I just can't.
Same.
Yeah.
Like even if it's just a little bit, like obviously if it's a little bit, it's a bit more doable, but it's just better not to for me, just because my social skills just go completely out the window, and I'm just like in my head, just thinking, overthinking everything,
Oh yeah.
and that's not what you want to be doing at a party
Definitely.
or
not.
any sort of social situation.
Yeah.
That or I would fall asleep or go Yak City.
Yeah.
And you don't want any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys pro-life or pro-choice?
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy. We can.
No.
We don't need to go to that topic right now.
It's like my go-to icebreaker conversation.
That's not an icebreaker.
Yeah, it's a cash conversation.
Cash?
I don't
I'm
even
just gonna
know.
throw myself out there. I'm definitely pro-choice, so that is all.
See, the thing is, I'm trying to throw myself into that situation, and I still wouldn't know what I'd want to do.
I think either way. Okay, I guess we're gonna dive into the conversation. If
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking.
I guess so. I mean, I'm definitely for choice.
I mean, I don't want to dive into this. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to dive into this conversation, but I think at the end of the day, it has to be like choice. You have to be like
it has to
allowed
be
to
a
do whatever
choice.
you want to do.
Yeah, it's your decision. And I don't think you should be penalized for like your decision. That's kind of like your reign.
It's
That's
like
your territory.
you should not have the option to do that. That sounds ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more about having the option. It's just like forget like the ethical, moral standpoint, or just like what you should or what you shouldn't. It's more about having the option
Right.
Yeah.
to say no or yes.
I mean, yeah. It's like also like having the ethics is like, okay, like if I can't even have a decision, like what the fuck?
Yeah. Might as well take away any other decision making I could do.
Yeah.
All right, that cuts that topic.
Yeah, we should just.
Rudy looks like he's
Dude,
thinking
I'm really
so
trying to
hard.
think hard, but it's just like, I keep hopping between both sides, and it's just all fucked up.
Well, it's like even if you're pro-choice, like that still could mean that like you're gonna have the baby.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's only fair to at least give the person the choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you have the choice, but if you think about it, like why? Ah, fuck. Like why would you have the right to take that life even though you brought that life in? So it's just like who has the decision?
What if you're like 16 and you have no money and that baby's just gonna grow up to like be a drug dealer and like a crack addict and in jail?
Yeah,
But
if you don't have the means to care for it, then just like you shouldn't be having it in the first place.
many situations.
Yeah, but when you're in that situation where you have to make the choice, like you're already past the point where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't have, but you.
Yeah, I think you're better off just.
Are careless,
Like,
you
you
know, and they
choose.
just end up having babies.
I mean,
Like,
everyone's trying to fuck.
like, obviously, some people should not be having babies, but like, people do be having babies still.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very sensitive topic.
And I'm sure we've all had like, you know, a fair share of like pregnancy scares and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
and luckily
Happens.
for us, like nothing happened. But like, if something did happen, like, you know, we like definitely would not be like well equipped to be parents.
Yeah, I mean that just comes to like that just comes to the actual talk about like, okay, what decision are we gonna make and stuff like that, like, or not we, but it's just like it's also like the person that you're doing it with and stuff, you know, especially since we're
Yeah.
males and stuff like that, and we don't have to go ahead and bear for it for 9 months. It's also their like they have a lot to say, but
Yeah.
we shouldn't go ahead and take away somebody's voice for that, you know.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
I agree.
And being pro-choice, like everyone has a voice. I feel.
Yeah, exactly. You have something to say instead of some like being like, okay, you can't say anything.
Right.
He still looks like he's thinking.
No, I agree.
It's this is a touchy topic, and like
You're
I
better off
I feel like we agree.
You're better off having the choice than just like, oh, you have to keep it kind of thing.
and that yeah, that's exactly like
And it's like if it's not my baby, that's your choice. Like it's not on me. You decide.
Yeah, either way for that person, it's like going to be terrible. It's not like they want to import it and they're going to be like cool with it. Like that's still going to be a traumatizing, terrible experience that they'll never forget. So it's like they don't need you also being like, they don't need you putting any more parameters on that situation. Like it's already bad enough.
yeah.
I agree. Well, it's interesting that we all agree. That's good. That's good. And we are in California, which is like, you know, very liberal. So
This is your last day in California though.
Yeah.
Good thing I got you deported.
yeah, was that you?
Oh yeah.
It said anonymous. So fuck.
Yeah.
Good thing you're not here. Otherwise, I would have, you know, had a couple punches thrown your way.
In your guts.
You're gonna be fucking my guts up if I was there, Tosh.
Yeah, we would be wrestling, bro.
Oh.
On this bed right here. We would do it like the ancient Greeks, man. Just naked.
The purest form.
The purest form of wrestling. That's how they did
Not
it
gay. Not
back in the
gay.
day.
Pure.
It's not gay. I mean,
It's pure.
You think it's gay to think that it's gay. You know what I mean? Like, it's so not gay.
Just sweat on sweat.
Just dick on back.
Back shots.
Come on, bro. Still so straight though. Still so straight though.
No, that shit's straight as fuck, bro. It's not gay.
Oh fucking.
No homo, bro. Catch this.
I'm fucking dead.
Pretty gay.
Alright, should we close it on that?
I think we should. I'm down to close it on that. That'd be a funny little closer.
That's a clean ender. It's a clean ender.
It's a clean ender.
Well, who wants to do the outro?
You.
You.
Oh.
With a song.
Oh yeah, close it with a song.
Your last day in the U.S. For now.
Oh, like a literal song. Should I get my... Oh, I don't have my uke.
That's
What?
fine.
You could do acapella.
Shit, alright. Let's get like a Dirty South instrumental beat.
Dirty South instrumental?
What does that mean?
What?
Top of the time is now.
I feel like I'm gonna get name dropped.
Oh, definitely.
Most likely.
What did you type in to find this?
Okay.
Alright. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. What's good? My name is Lavnish. Hello, my name is Lavnish. I want to go to India. Okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. That is not okay.
That's not okay, dude.
Toshi.
I had the moment and I fucked it up.
But
Seize the moment.
I respect that you tried at least.
I just want all the Indians that are listening to this podcast. I did not mean any disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it was more like I was just trying to practice the Indian accent because I like to do different accents. You know, it's a fun thing for me. It's not like a racist thing. But anyways,
All right.
Alright, okay.
All right. I think we're gonna close this out then.
yeah, let's just
Yeah,
close it
just
out.
cut you off,
We,
Tosh.
we can wrap it up. Yeah.
All right. This was episode 4, I believe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This was
If you've tuned in this long, man, you got to be one of our few diehards.
Yeah, really though.
So I want the comment section lit. Drop a like, share,
Hit the sub button.
hit the
Subscribe,
sub
leave a
button.
comment.
button, bro.
Maybe hit the little like bell icon. I don't know if we got one
Shit,
of those.
turn
Get
the
the
notifications
notifications
on
on.
too.
You want to get notified, bro?
Might as well. We got some good content.
Hell yeah.
All right, y'all. Tommy B. Long. I'm signing out.
Burly boy out.
I guess this is Jam CS out.
And this is Toshini Foreskin crawling back up.
All right, peace.
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 Major.
Peace.